Hey guys, back with another cool video. Um, I know a lot of people out there are familiar with a lot of custom G.I. Joe Adventure Team work, but I don't think a lot of people are familiar with the work of Kathy at Quartermaster Customs. She, I know, sets up at Toylanta. I think she's done some work for Cotswold. She's done some work for other customizers that I know, and this is the work she's done for me, and I kind of wanted to share it with everybody. Give a shout out to her because she does some really good sewing. And these are a few of the concepts that I came up with over the years that I've went back and forth with her on Facebook Messenger and had her create some of my cooler pieces for my collection. Little backstory: I usually buy all my fabric online. I'll give you a link to where I buy it from. It's kind of expensive. I buy it in fat quarters. But if you're doing a custom project, you might as well not spare any costs. You could always go to fabric stores like Joann's and maybe try to find some interesting camouflage and do your own. But I usually just go ahead and purchase my fabric online, have it custom printed, and send it to Kathy and have her create the concepts that I sketch up and send to her. One of the first things I had Kathy do was the coveralls for Red Claw. After the famous eBay commercial from a few years ago, I wanted to create my own Red Claw concept. I didn't want to use the traditional, they almost look like Viet Cong brown pajamas that the Red Claw had in the commercial. Instead, I went with almost like a set of mechanics coveralls and had Kathy sew those up for me. And it turned out really well. The figure itself, I think I've previewed or talked about it before. The head was done by Felipe. He sent it to me, and I put this guy together. So this was the first project she did for me. Was this custom set of brown coveralls. I sketched it all up, told her how I wanted the pockets, and I really liked her work. So I decided to follow up with. I decided to follow up with kind of a weird concept. When I first posted it to Facebook, people didn't really know what to think of it because they thought it was pink. It's actually a purple. I tried to make a jumpsuit similar to the Elite Brigade set Defender or Shore Patrol Defender. Or I can't remember what the name of it was offhand now, but I kind of wanted to have something for my sea adventure. So I bought this multicam in like a purple. It's almost like a pink, I guess. I don't know. But I really like the way this turned out, actually. It's pretty unique looking. I know I got a lot of guys kind of made fun of it, but I don't give a care. I liked it. It goes on my Muscle Body Sea Adventure, and it's another cool jumpsuit that I designed. It's real similar to the one that Red Claw wears, except I have pockets on the chest. Really well done. She's just a great tailor. I mean, she can really sew really well. Then I did this Australian SDF or SDS. I can't remember what they're called, but Australian camouflage, kind of similar to the old frog skin camouflage. I did this jumpsuit for my air adventure. This turned out really great. No pockets, just a nice clean jumpsuit. Pockets up top, zipper. Sent the fabric to her. She did a great job on that. Then I came up with this outfit. This is a Russian woodland camouflage. I first acquired this probably about 15 years ago, maybe a little less. I bought a camouflage CD full of 1/6 scale camo patterns, and I used this a long time ago. I printed it on my printer at home on some fabric and sewed up a pretty cool set of coveralls for a Rainbow Six figure. Not Rainbow Six, I'm sorry, a Ghost Recon figure I was doing of a Georgian rebel. So, but that's a long story. This is a night surveillance outfit I wanted to do. Kathy sewed this up for me as well. It's got a hood. It's based on one of the original G.I. Joe outfits. Secret Rendezvous, I believe. Um, this is probably my favorite outfit so far that she's done for me. It's super clean looking. I like the camo. It really pops. Um, it's on a muscle body man of action. So kind of cool. He kind of fills it out nice. But she did a tremendous job on this. And the camo itself, I actually uploaded it to the website and printed it off. The reason I haven't told you the name of the website is because I haven't slept very much the last couple of days and I can't think of the name. But I'll post the link in the comments, and it'll come to me maybe at some point during this video, but right now it really hasn't. The very last thing that she's done for me was this jumpsuit here. Now, I bought some of this ribbon off Etsy, and then I had her sew it onto one of her jumpsuits. And I wanted to do a concept, and I think I previewed this on one of my earlier videos of the Adventure People, the Fisher-Price Adventure People Daredevil Skydiver. This is the last custom I've done, and probably the last one I'll do for a while. But this jumpsuit turned out perfect. I mean, from the way I had it drawn to the way I had it envisioned, she made it all happen for me. And this is just cool. This is very unique. It's one of a kind. I've never seen anybody do this jumpsuit. And feel free to copy it if you want. Get a hold of her. It's a really cool set. The set that Fisher Price originally did, for the Adventure People, I love that guy. I had him when I was little. I probably had 2 or 3 of them. I threw those parachutes everywhere. I'd get them caught on power lines, trees. But the Daredevil Skydiver is awesome, and I wanted to have that concept for the G.I. Joe Adventure team. Now, lastly, here's something cool. Now, this is what I probably originally got a hold of Kathy about, was doing some deep sea diver suits. And when I first started thinking about doing custom projects, I'm a big sea adventure fan and a big underwater adventure fan. I wanted to have some deep sea diver suits that were pretty unique. And I got with Kathy, I drew up some concepts, bought fabric, and the very first one I did was this nighttime woodland camouflage fabric. I don't know why I picked it, I just liked the colors. It had the aqua blue kind of in it. But she made the gloves for me, just like in the original deep sea diver set. And I added some bells and whistles to this. I added some pockets to it to store, wrenches and tools when you're underwater doing stuff. I apologize right now for not having these on figures. I will try to find a picture of at least this one on a figure with all his deep sea diver gear. It looks really, really cool, actually. This is the very last one I had done. It is a Australian camouflage in nighttime, I think it's a naval one, actually. I think the Navy has this one. Same concept. She did pockets, no flaps. This one has flaps. This one was just a couple standard pockets. This is really cool. I've yet to put this on a figure. I'd like to sometime when I get time, but I just haven't gotten time to. She did a really good job. She used this elastic and just made it all work so well. I love these deep sea diver suits. I love deep sea divers, and just to have these as my customs, they're super one-off, one-of-a-kinds, and I'm really, really happy to have those. But there's a lot of people out there who do custom clothing, and I know there's a lot of people that do it really, really well. And Kathy happens to be one of those people at Quartermaster Customs. And I will post a link to her website. You can find her on Facebook as well, and I believe she also has an Instagram account. But it's just something I wanted to share, because the coolest part about our hobby is the customs. Everybody who comes up with their own ideas and their own concepts, and it doesn't matter if it looks basically store ready or just looks like something you did when you were like 10 years old. I don't really care. I just love the fact that people use their imagination still, because it doesn't matter if you're 4 or 45. It's important to just use your imagination, because, man, that keeps you sane sometimes. And I love to do stuff like this. It gets expensive after a while, and that's why I kind of pick and choose what I want to do. But these are pieces that you're never going to find from anybody else, and they're in my collection. So, and they mean something to me. I probably never sell them, and if my son someday grows up and sells this stuff, nobody's going to know what it is. Nobody's going to really know the backstory. So it's mine right now in this moment in time, and um, I love having this stuff, and I really appreciate what Kathy's done for me. So definitely look up her website. Check out some of the things that she's done on her Facebook page. I know she's done a lot of different custom stuff. And if you go to Toylanta this year, hit her up. I know she has a lot of stuff for sale, usually at her booth. So this is a Quartermaster Customs project she's done for me. And I hope you guys liked it. I hope everybody's doing well out there. Thanks. Cheers.